I welcome you all to another episode of QFix Weekly Show. My name is Edwin Austin. By calling me QFix, you still get to have my undivided attention. I will be your host. Ladies and gentlemen, our commitment as a news show is to talk about whatever the national conversation is all about. I mean, you don't grow by avoiding such topics, which is exactly why I'm going to jump right into the most important story of the week. Omosh is willing to sell his house for anyone with 15 million Kenya shillings. And yes, I do know that this might not seem like big news for a few of you, but I sure as eggs know that it's big news for any Kenyan who donated a little something to Omosh. After years of lost fame, the man came out to the open and pleaded to Kenyans for help. Most of the people who watched him during his tidy high years, well, they were ready and willing to help. Some donated food, others donated cash, of course, and some even bought him production equipment so that he can get back into his acting career. And I'm guessing some even went ahead to probably donate some useless stuff like tattered clothes, broken furniture, or that Xbox they had been holding on to since the year 2010. Does Omosh still have the camera and the microphone? I mean, I'm just asking. Okay. Aside from all this, Omosh also got a house for a gift. The Kiss FM radio host Jalango made it clear during the handing over ceremony that the house was not for sale. But this particular news item is about to confirm to you that Jalango might as well have told Omosh to go ahead and post the house on Buy Rent Kenya. Somebody went ahead and pranked Omosh by posing as a potential buyer for his house. And despite the innumerable warnings not to sell the house, well, Omosh was ready and willing to sell. In fact, upgrade that ready to very ready and willing to sell the house for 15 million Kenya shillings. Now, obviously, his supporters have come out, in large numbers in his defense and stated that the man was inebriated. He was drunk when the lady approached her with this particular prank, but that's not our concern today. We are mainly concerned with the manner in which Omosh was willing to take this money. The very second the agreement was reached, this is how Omosh proffered his hand in anticipation for the money. It's obvious that this man has not seen 15 million Kenya shillings. Not that I am saying I have, okay, but maybe I have, but that's not the point. What I am... What we are trying to drive home today is this. This man was sort of expecting this money to come from the lady's purse, Although I'm guessing this is the effect of watching this guy's videos. By now, some of you have already heard about the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan. The whole reason for the ridicule and criticism that exists, with regards to the whole Taliban takeover is because this particular militia group is known to oppress and discriminate against women. And by the way, we actually did a detailed special report of the Taliban a few weeks prior. If you have not got a chance to watch the video, please kindly spare some time after this video and watch this special report. It will be worth your time. Back in the 90s, when the Taliban rolled over Afghanistan, they really oppressed and discriminated against women. We have seen videos of the women being beaten, After the US troops marched into Afghanistan after the infamous 9/11 attacks, well, Afghanistan has experienced some sort of peace for the last 20 years. Most of the girls born during that period are now in their 20s and mid-20s. They do not as little as know what the Taliban do to women. They have probably seen pictures, but they have not sort of experienced. No one would even wish them to experience that, of course. The thing here is, these new generation of women have come out in large numbers to protest against this role of the Taliban. Here are some of the videos. The only words in most of the Afghanistan women at the moment are the words of William Wallace. In a recent press release, the Taliban have even stated that they will not allow Afghan women to take part in sports for the silly reason that their medieval, domineering, blithering, idiotic, adult minds tell them that exposing a woman's body is a sin. As the Taliban continue to oppress the Afghan women, well, Bangladesh, on the other hand, have set a commendable example of real women empowerment by electing a woman as Prime Minister. Let's give a round of applause for Bangladesh, please. Our own country has not yet had a woman president, not even prime minister, hell, not even deputy president for a woman. But if there is anything special that the Kenyan women are getting, well, it's a full women experience on all bolt rights in a new segment of women-only rights. This came about after a woman posted on social media that she was attacked by a Bolt driver. This is after she was coming from Parklands, headed back home to Eastleigh at around 8 p.m. The lady had tried a number of times to order the XL, which accommodates more people, but unfortunately these particular rides were not available. Hence, she asked for the one below that, and when the driver came, he decided to hike the price simply because he would be carrying an excess number of passengers. Unlike some of you who simply cancel their rides simply because they don't like the way a driver looks, some cancel because they don't like the way they talk. Hell, some even cancel this ride simply because they don't like the shape of the car. Well, unlike some of you who cancel for such a reason, this lady decided to cancel that ride because she felt that her life was in danger. She felt unsafe. And she stated later that as she tried to cancel that ride, that's when the driver came out of the vehicle and attacked her, injuring her arm. And then he left. The lady went ahead to hospital. And that's when she posted this whole occurrence on social media. Kenyans on Twitter took up this news information, which, by the way, spread like wildfire. And when the information got to the Bolt management, well, the only remedy they found was to create this women-only ride. They even, for some inexplicable reason, found it appropriate to offer the attacked lady a free promo code that would guarantee her a free ride. And now here, this is where we draw the line. If what it takes to get a free promo code on Bolt is to suffer an onslaught, well, to hell with it. I'll walk. We can't tell you for sure whether the driver is still on the job, but we do know for sure that the prices for the women-only rides are almost astronomical. Kenyans on Twitter have stated actually that if all it takes for a driver to qualify for the women-only ride is to look like a woman, well, to all the women out there, meet James Mwende, your new Bolt driver. Lastly, we would like to give a special mention to one of you who has been very supportive for us with regards to the whole production by viewing, sharing, and even commenting. The first shout out goes to none other than Mary Ann Wanjiro. Thank you for the support and keep the love coming. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our today's episode. It has been a joy, a delight to be precise, having you here today. My name is Edwin Austin. This has been QFix Weekly Show. All that is left to say is muchas gracias.